Hi, this is Rand Smith from System 7 Coaching and Real Estate Workshops, bringing you another inside marketing secret that will help you in your real estate business. Now, if you joined us before, we went through part 1 and part 2 of emotional triggers. Today, we're going to go through emotional triggers part 3. Now, what emotional triggers are those little anchors that you can set, these little ideas that will allow you to move your potential prospects into the direction and get them to take the action that you'd like for them to take. Wouldn't that be great? So we've been through 1 through 10, and we're going to pick up with an emotional trigger number 11. Emotion. Express yourself with emotion. In the selling process, emotion sells while logic justifies. Look at every word as an emotional expression of some feeling. Look at words as emotional stories. And now the action step. Examine the emotional reasons why prospects want to buy your product or services and express them in your copy or in your sales presentation. Look over your copy or your presentation and add passion to what you say. The more passion you can express, the more sales you will generate. This may sound awfully logical. Well, Rand, I already know this. Okay, but do you actually bring this in at the right spot in your presentation and make it work? You need to look at your presentation and see if you have all of these characteristics. Emotion, make sure that you're in there with emotion. I'll tell you why. There's an old saying in marketing, and it's true today more than ever before. In all of your marketing, you want to speak to their hearts and not to their head. Most of the advertising that I see in real estate is all logical, justifiable, and it's answering questions that no one is asking. You want yours to appeal to their emotion. Emotional trigger number 12. Justify with logic. If emotion sells, then logic justifies. For many products or services, it is important to give the logical reasons why a prospect should buy. This is where it's useful to stress features such as technical advantages, money savings, or effectiveness. And the action step. Once you've established the emotional reasons to buy, justify the purchase with reasons that make logical sense. And this may make logical sense to you right now. Once you sell with emotion, then you want to justify with logic. People need enough reasons why they should do something. And it's up to you to give them enough reasons why they should do something. Long time ago, I wanted to generate more business in December. So I gave people the 10 reasons why they should list and sell their home in December. And I went through all sorts of logical justifications. Their home shows better because it's decorated, it's more festive, people are in a better mood, better spirit, they're getting ready for their New Year's resolutions, all sorts of things. Okay, emotional trigger number 13, greed. It's been one of the basic human emotional persuasive elements since the start of world commerce. People like to get more than they think they deserve, especially when buying a new home. Action step. Make your price seem a much better bargain. Okay, or at least a bargain as much as possible. The greater you make the perceived value, the greater the greed you'll evoke from your prospect. Now, I like to think of greed also to induce that through ethical bribes, little inducements to cause people to take the action that you want them to take. Human nature is people will jump over a $10,000 bill to pick up their $50 coupon or their $50 prize. So one of the things that I do is I offer guarantees. If I can't sell your home in 60 days or less, I'll pay you $1,000 when I do sell it. I'll credit you the money for my commission. I've seen their greed at work. For the first 60 days or 90 days, they don't want me to sell their home. And then after that, they're anxious for me to get it sold. So what? So they can get my money. Greed is a powerful emotional trigger. Use it. Okay, emotional trigger number 14, credibility. Simply put, is your message believable? If something about your message is not believable, chances are the prospect will sense it. Make sure each statement you make is truthful, not too exaggerated, and utterly believable. And now the action step. Check each statement you make for accuracy. Assume you're in a court of law and have to defend everything you say. Will you be found innocent or guilty? Do I need to say a lot more about credibility? It's important that everything you do has credibility. If you make an offer that seems too good to be true, even though you may really be making that offer and you'll back it up, you're better served not to make it. Why? Because if something seems too good to be true, then people aren't going to buy it. For example, I've had agents say, Rand, I don't mind if I pay these people $500 or $1,000 to get a right price listing I pay a referral fee of 25%. So instead of the 90 days or 60 days to sell their home, I'll sell their home in 3 days. Well, that was unbelievable to people and it didn't work. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, emotional trigger number 15, satisfaction conviction. A good satisfaction conviction or guarantee will often multiply your response. It is more than a trial period, which promises satisfaction or your money back. A satisfaction conviction says, I'm so sure that you'll be satisfied that I will put my money where my mouth is. In fact, you will be in a position to take advantage of me, but I trust that you won't do that. The action step. Come up with a satisfaction, conviction, or guarantee in your own sales presentation that will cause your prospect to be convinced that your product or service is so good that you couldn't make that offer if it wasn't. I offer so many different guarantees, a love it or leave it guarantee when you buy a home from me. Move in. If you buy a home from me, move in and you aren't tickled pink with it, you don't love it to death, I'll resell it for free for up to 1 year after the close of escrow. An easy exit listing agreement. If you list with me and you're not tickled pink, you don't think I'm doing everything I promised to do, pick up the phone, give me a call. I will cancel the listing myself. I'll even refer you to my best competitor. Okay, there's all sorts of them. I'll sell your home in 90 days or less, or I'll pay you. Okay, there's all sorts of different guarantees. But the more satisfaction conviction that you can bring into your presentation and your business, I can guarantee you the more leads that you will generate. Because by comparison to every other agent that offers none of those things, there is no comparison. And since they're educated now that they pay the same fee no matter which agent they choose, why wouldn't they choose one that offers more benefits? And that person would be you, of course. Okay, that's it for this time on emotional triggers. There's going to be a part 4 coming out, and we'll go through the next 5 emotional triggers. Be looking for it. Until then, this is Rand Smith for System 7 Coaching and Real Estate Workshops. Have a great day. Bye-bye.